For decades, U.S. military power has shaped global events, but early 2026 triggered a moment that stunned the world. Reports emerged of U.S. military strikes in Venezuela, an action that immediately ignited international debate. According to U.S. officials, the operation was framed as a law enforcement mission tied to narco-terrorism charges. But the scale and surprise of the operation sent shockwaves across diplomatic circles worldwide. This was not an isolated moment. U.S.-Venezuela tensions have been building for years. Washington has accused Venezuela's leadership of drug trafficking, human rights abuses, and election manipulation. Sanctions, diplomatic isolation, and covert pressure came first. Military action crossed a new threshold. Almost immediately, reactions poured in from across Latin America. Brazil called the action an unacceptable violation of sovereignty, urging United Nations involvement. Mexico warned that military interventions risk destabilizing the entire region. Russia and China condemned the operation, calling it a breach of international law. Other opponents. The United Nations warned this could set a dangerous global precedent. Europe responded more cautiously, urging restraint and diplomacy over force.
Legal experts now debate whether this action violates the UN Charter.
Supporters argue national security sometimes demands decisive action when diplomacy fails. Critics warn of long-term instability, power vacuums, and unintended consequences.
Analysts see multiple paths ahead, from regional escalation to diplomatic realignment.
Inside the U.S., lawmakers and voters are deeply divided on overseas military power. For Americans and Europeans, this moment reshapes debates about law, power, and leadership. Because once a global line is crossed, the consequences rarely stop at borders.